Uh, Good day. Saturday. Um, Still got a little bit of a cough, which reminds me. Well, I don't see it right handy. Well, I'm gonna suck on one of these things. They're called honey lemon cough drops. They're not real strong, but uh, I've still got a little tickling in my throat, and these seem to help. Uh, well, I got one in who. Oh, it's Lisa. You have a cold, dear? Well, I'm so sorry about that. I hope it don't get too bad. I've kind of halfway had a cold, um, but I've had Hey, calling family from South Africa. Um, by the way, does it snow in South Africa? There's Terry Reed. Does it snow in South Africa? I don't know. I would have to look that up. Um, I have had, I think, a good week because I've been out a little bit and I've had some gifts and stuff from some of my YouTube family people. Um, I don't want to show them right yet because I want everybody to see them. But yes, it does in some of the mountain areas. Google Drakensberg Mountain snow. I hate that sneezing when you can't stop. A good sneeze every once in a while is great. But if it keeps it up, I don't like it. Um, Somebody asked me the other day on one of the comments why I have such a fascination with bottles. And I probably got these. These are my prescription bottles. And when I empty one, I peel the label off and I save the bottle. Well, I used to do crafts out of these. And you might ask, what kind of craft can you make out of that little brown bottle with a funky looking lid, that reverses? One way you don't have to push down.
Stop it! Stop it!
And what are you doing?
Hiding from Dommy!
Well, I'm live. I'm live. Quiet in the studio. Say hi to my subscribers.
Hi.
As I was saying, you put it on this way. No, I done it the wrong way. Put it on, of course, you probably know that. Now, see, it won't open. You have to push it down like that. Well, I'm not going to tell you what I do with this bottle, but you'll be seeing, I'd say in the next 2 or 3 weeks, what I do with these. You may even want one. There's all kind of things you can do with that. I'm a nut. Like this was a low dose aspirin bottle. I peeled the label on that. I got something I'm gonna do with that. Jay, that boy, hey Kim Lee, he gets, there's Tina, Kim Lee, of course Lisa, there's Steve Smith, my asset, and what did Ted Cruz just, all these political ads are starting to pop up now. And I saw a piece the other day. This man and woman, they were both doctors, they're married, and they have a son. And this was all caught on video. And they went and removed, hey Cupcake, they went and removed, destroyed this man's sign. And in this incident, the sign was a Trump sign. The man that is in his yard, he put it up, he supports Trump. And this man and woman, they're doctors. And they went and they was tearing this man's sign up and taking it down and all that. And the son, I saw the video, the son was saying, no, don't do that. You can go to jail. But they did it anyway. And sure enough, they were arrested and charged with malicious something or other and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. And there was 3 or 4 charges. Now, guys, it don't matter if it's a Trump sign, a Joe Biden sign. If it's in somebody's yard, that's their property, and I don't care what your political affiliation is, you've got no right to go in there and destroy it. And this is the reason you'll see no political signs in my yard. Because if I put something out there, say I put a little ornamental wheelbarrow or something out there, you know, as some kind of lawn decoration, and somebody come along and didn't like it and tore it down, I would kind of be in their face about it. And it could get physical. So, you know, you just 4 inches of snow here in Walcott. I seen snow on Crazy Family Tube's last video. He was out there going through some stuff and the snow was falling. Big old flakes. I miss the snow, but I don't miss it like I want it to snow. There was many a day I couldn't go to work because of the snow. This was in North Carolina. Excuse me. But yeah, I saw that. But yeah, I'm starting to get into craft mode. My neighbor across the street is repairing a lot of, he's got wooden fence over there, and he's replacing a lot of it, and he gave me a pile of old wood if I want it. I want it, but I think my daughter might have something to say about it. I love old wood. But anyway, some of the things that's been going on this week, I was in Publix, and a lady I call Miss Ashley, and she has 2 dogs, and I give them treats. And she said, hey, I've got some cans for you if you want to come by and get them. I said, well, you're on the way home. I'll come by and get them. Well, I stopped on the way back home, and there was 2 big bags of cans laying out there, and then there was this. And it said, take care. And it's got gloves in it. And guess what else it has in it? These N95, 3M N95 mask. And that's supposed to be the good ones that'll filter out that virus and all that stuff. And guess what? I went to Publix a while ago. I didn't put the mask on. I was making a video. I said, I'll put it on when I get to Publix. When I'm out like this, I ain't gonna put it on. Well, I got the part before I went in. I put that. What you doing, baby?
No.
You being silly? I don't. When I was 11 years old, I don't recall being that silly. Well, maybe I was. Maybe I was. I love you, P-Dab. So I put the mask on, folks, and I'm gonna tell you what. It's a good one, and it works, but I cannot breathe proper with that thing on. I wore it about halfway through public, and I was getting short of breath to the point that I was getting dizzy. And I had to take it off. I can't wear it. I can't get my breath. And as far as I know, I don't have a breathing problem. Yeah, you know, Lisa, I went that video. I don't know why YouTube is doing this, and they'll probably do this video right here the same way. They do something like instead when it's monetized, and then all of a sudden it flashes to limited. In other words, you're not getting any revenue, and what happens when but see, I can appeal it, and they'll review it, and then they'll go make it regular monetization. But by that time, I've done and got 60, 75 viewers just watched that video that there is no ads. So it just ticked me off. Hey, Wiggleman, I'm feeling good. But so what I did, I sent it to private. It's back up now, but it's not doing anything. Matter of fact, it's well, I cannot wear the mask. I do not know if it's my. Well, I don't have COPD. I'm not short of breath now. I don't get short of breath. But when I put that mask on, after a while, I was getting dizzy. I just couldn't get a good breath of air. So, you know, and I understand these N95s, these are hard to come by. So I don't know how Miss Ashley wound up with some, but she's got them, and it was so sweet of her to do that. She is a sweet lady. I just love her. I wish she would. I don't know if she watches my videos or not. But, okay, that's one tale. You know, Miss Ashley did that for me. I was tickled to death, you know, because she did it. And I've got a lot of these gloves anyway, but now I've got more. Okay, now I've got this. And this has come from Catherine C. Gronbeck. And that's the Porch Swing Poet. She lives in Davenport, Iowa. So I'm going to open this thing, and she's got it sealed up with tape and everything. And let me see if I can. There we go. That opened easy. It's a card. It's heavy, though. It's a card, and there's something in it. I can tell that. That's the card. And now I'm going to open it up, and oops, there's a gift card. There's a keychain thing. Let me read this. It says, hey, Darber, since we're all shut in these days, I thought I would drop you a little note of cheer. Please find enclosed a couple of my magnets and one of my keychains, displaying some of my photography. Yep, that's me as a clown. Now, if that don't make you smile, nothing will. You take care of yourself and have an awesome day. Don't take any wooden nickels. Your friend Cat, Porch Swing Poet. I like getting them handwritten notes like that. And that's Cat dressed up as a clown. And it's a big magnet, so I guess that would go on your refrigerator. And then here's another one. Wildlife. How neat. And then the keychain, I don't know if this is some of her photography or not. That's an eagle, I don't think so. But you never know. And that kind of looks like you know what kind of virus. I'm afraid to even say anything about virus because they'll demonetize my channel. And now the gift card is a Visa. Wow. She sent me $25. I thank you so much, Kat. That's gonna go in a fund of mine. It's not gonna be for the big scooter anymore because I'm changing my direction as far as what I'm gonna do. Wow, Kat, thank you so much, dear. $25. You know how much for me that $25 would come up to. Oh, yes, that's even the keychain. Boy, me and you could have a lot to talk about face to face. Maybe we ought to do a live stream. You know, I went through about 4 or 5 years. I was a wannabe professional photographer, and I did a lot of it. Hey, Big Keg. That Big Keg, you just made me think of something, my friend. The other day when I was in public, there was this girl. I call her a girl. She's probably in her mid to late 20s. And she come in there with a T-shirt, kind of revealing, very attractive. And you could tell right off the bat, she ain't got no bra on. Now, I don't make a big deal out of that, but it's what her T-shirt said that caught my attention, and I did not get a chance to talk to her, and it's probably a good thing I didn't, because another guy was already talking to her. But on her T-shirt, it said, I'm trying to remember, I think it said, yes, they're real, and you can touch, but you can't squeeze. Now, what about that? Now, there's going to be some guys out there that's going to take it just for what it said. Maybe she meant it. I don't know. But if I'd have got a chance to talk to her, I would have asked her. I said, are you serious that we can touch, but we can't squeeze? Another guy, he said, yeah, that'd be kind of like on the potato chip thing. You can't just eat one. I can't believe she was doing that, but that's matter of fact, I think I thought of you, Big Keg, when that come about. Maybe she was a stripper. I don't know. But it caught my eye. I ain't dead yet. Now, where was I before I got? I was talking about, well, I was talking about Cat and the gift card, but $25. Considering I only have $150 expendable income after I pay what I got to pay every month, and that would be what a sixth. That would be 1/6 of what my expendable income. Hey, thank you, Jerry and Bob Everett. I appreciate it very much, dear. And I'll put that up there. She just hit me up with a super chat or super sticker. I don't know which, and it all comes out to the same. But thank you so much. But yeah, 1/6 of my expendable income. Now, I said I had a good week. Here is a brand new Philips Norelco shaver. My daughter scanned it in for Walmart, and it's $39 at Walmart. It's brand new, never been used. It had a note on it. Somebody had it sitting on the curb. It had a note on it that said brand new, never used. We thought it was we thought it was not one of the battery type things, but it's a battery thing. And so I opened it up, and sure enough, everything's there. It's never been used. It wasn't even charged. So I hooked it up to the charger. Can you hear that? It's running. So I've never used it, and I'm not going to. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet. I may do a giveaway with it, something like that. I know when I start doing my crafts, I'm going to start doing giveaways. But, yeah, that was, and that's the same place that I got. One time they put out a brand new portable vacuum cleaner, handheld, and it was the same thing. It was a battery operated, not plugged up. And for some reason, they don't want nothing that's battery operated. So that's where that come from. Now, I'm looking at. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, I know what I was going to show you. This if my daughter's watching, I'll probably hear about this pretty quick. This is what I have in mind doing with my $1,200 stimulus check, is getting my stuff back so I can do my crafts. But I won't do it like I was doing it before. Before I was all over the place with it. And Grandpa, what P.O. box? What P.O. box? My address is I gotta look. It's 4385 Northeast 27th Court, Ocala, Florida 34479. And yeah, sell it for $20. Well, I guess I could put it on eBay. I don't know. Cullen family says they don't have time for crap. The grass has grown too long. Perfect timing. When do we get to see? I don't know. I've been told that anybody that's retired and on Social Security and you have direct deposit, it's going to show up in your bank wherever you're getting direct deposit. And I keep saying I'm not going to count my chickens before the eggs hatch. I hope I get it, but that's my intentions. I'm really going to have to sit down and discuss it with my daughter. Because as much as I hate to admit it, she's the head of the household. She works that job. I don't. Now, my situation with my daughter and stuff, she never moved out. I never moved. So is she living with me or am I living with her? Well, I'm saying since she's the head of the household. It don't really bother me. It bothers me that I'm not able to do the stuff that I used to do. And Kat, she got her stimulus check a couple of days ago. Well, hey, is Maggie there? I didn't see Maggie. Yeah, there Maggie is. Hey, I made a video today with a mask on. Wait till you see that one. Maggie's been getting all over me about how careless I am with this virus thing going around, and I love her. Now, folks, I'm gonna post somebody's web page, and I don't usually do this, but her name is Tanya. She lives in Australia, and she was talking a lot to me and the crazy family and all that stuff. And I'm just worried, and she's just kind of withdrawn, She's the one she sent me a beautiful Australian clock, souvenir clock and stuff like that. And but I'm worried about her. She's not responded to my request. And I leave comments and rake in some good money for you. I would too, Lisa. There's Sheila Wilson. By the way, Sheila, your package is still laying here. For some reason, they was post office supposed to pick these packages up yesterday, and they do it. So I what's with that. Mark and Graham, she is. Well, I'm going to post her thing anyway, because go give her that's her link right there. And go give her a howdy and look at her videos or something. And, just in case she's going through, I don't know what she's going. She's just not responding. She hasn't commented on Crazy Family in a while. I haven't seen her comment on mine. Well, I hope it is the 24th. Who said that? Anyway, I'm posting that. There it is. I didn't put it up. But where's what live? Who's a live? It's a link. Okay. She saw it on CPA's video. My grandson, my middle grandson, he got his 2 or 3 days ago. My daughter hasn't got hers. And, of course, I hadn't got mine. But my plan is to do crafts and do, and still do the cans. And if I see any electric wire or anything like that laying around, I'll get that, because that's a no-brainer. And it's just a no-brainer, you know. And the cans, I love doing the cans. I love messing with the cans. Terry says my sister and daughter both got theirs, but they were. Yes, I can. Right here it goes. Here it goes. There you go. It's Tan's World. TANSWORLD. She's a sweetheart. And she almost got me started on something that I backed off of. She gets these snack boxes from all over the world once a month. And it's got all these different snacks from different countries and stuff. And I like stuff like that, but yeah, if y'all contact her, tell her Junk Darber sent you. That's the problem I have with you guys. You're really like family. Heck, you are family. You know, and when things don't go right for your stuff, I'm kind of up close and personal. I'm concerned. Okay, Maggie, I see that. That's kind of what I thought. But if I do what I want to do, that's going to be a big changer for me. And because I see, I don't know. I just don't see junk in anything. I just don't. Take this thing here, for instance. This was in an Easter basket, and it was full of little Tootsie Roll things. Well, now it's got some change and some bills in it. I would like to take this and make a vase. Is it vase or vase? I see people say vase. Well, I'm kind of a hillbilly. It's a vase. But I would like to coat this with lacquer. Many coats. And then carve a design in it. And I showed y'all something that they do with lacquer, coating lacquer on different things before, when they put 200, 300, 400 layers of lacquer on it. Letting each layer dry, of course. But there's so many things like that. You've got to start at something. Just finish it. And the same thing with these bottles. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing with these bottles. I'm gonna do one. I'm going to show you how I did it. and I'm gonna show you what I did with this ugly part of the lid. It ain't gonna look nothing like that. But there's just so many things that you can do. I just hate throwing stuff away, especially the bottles. I don't know why I'm hooked on the bottles, but I am. I seen something else. I hadn't figured out. I've tried that and I can't get it to work. And people take an aluminum drink can, completely remove all the printing and stuff on it, and then they bend it in different ways to make all these fantastic designs on it. I would love to do that, but I can't figure out how to do it. I'm not on no taco kick. Tacos and pizzas, I'll eat them because that's what gets brought into the house a lot. Turkey tacos. Now I like a good taco from Taco Bell's, but the deluxe one, with all the stuff on it. Kim Lee Carroll says the bottles are great for everything and anything. You've told that right, my friend. There's so much you can do with them bottles. You can even do stuff with these bottles. Of course, these are not throwaways. These is full of peroxide. I have to have an eyedropper to drip peroxide in my ears. Especially this one. This one I had surgery on that. What the heck did they call that? I can't remember. Heck, it was in 1981. But it doesn't clean itself. Your ears naturally clean themselves. Well, this one doesn't do that anymore. And I have to fill that thing up with peroxide for about 15 or 20 minutes to get that stuff loose in there and get it clean. And I can't hear much out of this. I can hear a little bit, but not enough to tell what you're saying. Now this is one of my hearing aids, and this is the one I hear with. I've never had surgery on this ear, but I did on that one. That's the ear that when I was in the Army, I was on what it was called. It's a 155 millimeter howitzer. That's a big gun. That shell that goes in that thing weighs about 100 pounds. So you can imagine that's a big boom when it goes off. Well, we were out in the field doing maneuvers and firing the missions and all that stuff. And you don't ever want to be up close in front of one of those things when it goes off. And that's where I was at one day. And that's when I caught the muzzle blast on that side. It actually put me on the ground. And I couldn't hear nothing for a little bit. But that was the beginning. And you know what? When I was discharged from the Army, I waived that as a problem. Actually, I wasn't having any problems here and then. But I should have never waived it because I can't get a dime's worth of anything for it. Let's see, Grandma, I think. Oh, no, I'm not sick. I was feeling bad that day. But no, I'm good. I'm good. Clear Value Tie. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that somewhere. I think that's where I've seen it. Was on Mark and Grandma. And I've come after looking at some of your messages and stuff, Maggie. I didn't realize your health was not all that great. I knew you had some problem, but I didn't know you had as much as you do. but I know now. I have to keep on. Oh, for the VA? Yeah, I suppose, but I don't think it would be much. I mean, I get so much from the VA now, and up until now, 75% of my prescriptions are still being coming through the pharmacy here and not the VA. Because one thing, I wasn't having to pay any copay. But here lately, every time I go pick up medicine now, there's copays on it. And they hit me up for $20 day before you $18 and some change. And you know, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I'm gonna go to the VA now and tell them I just want to get my meds to them, because then it doesn't cost me anything. Oh, I've got that tinnitus, that ringing of the ears. I mean, if I sit here and think about it, I can hear it. It's ringing. But it's so natural and normal for me anymore. It just, if I don't sit here and just purposely listen, now I'm going to listen. Yep, there's a ringing. But now I'm not going to pay any attention to it. There's no ringing. But I'm going to stop. Yeah, there's ringing. That's kind of weird. But it is what it is. And most of the ringing is in this ear that caught the muzzle blast off of that howitzer. But that was my fault. It wasn't the Army's fault. It was my fault because I wasn't paying attention. And when fire missions come down, there's a certain position, a place you're supposed to be around that gun. And I was goofing off a little bit. And before I knew it, that thing went off. And I was supposed to be back towards, I was an ammunition specialist. I set the fuses and all that stuff on those shells, you know. And those shells, they're not just shells that you're shooting when it hits something, it explodes. There's all kinds of fuses you can put on that thing, you know. You can have them for its point detonation, you know. When it hits, it explodes. Or you can have it explode 20 feet above the ground. Or you can have it explode when it comes close to, say, an airplane or something. It'll explode. There's all kind of ways you can. I don't know how they are now, but that's how it was back then. But what's 10%? What am I missing here? I hear you, Maggie. I hear you. I like you ladies fussing over me. Oh, my. Put it through the VA. What's 10%? Plus hearing loss. Yeah, I got hearing loss. That's for dang sure. And it's really aggravating right now because there's something wrong with this hearing aid. And I think it's got something to do with that. I don't think you can see it. There's a little white circle thing there. Boy, my fingernails are dirty. I hadn't scrubbed my fingers lately. But anyway, there's something wrong. I'm out of those little plugs. I contacted them about it, and they sent me a 6-month supply of batteries, but no wax plugs. So, hey, Manuela from Berlin. He was a foxhole specialist. I think he was Army stationed in Korea. I was never stationed in any foreign country except Germany, and I stayed there a long time. Maggie said she's a cancer survivor 2 times, and I have some close to death 3 times, and most recent was this year. January, so I have my reasons for being protective and concerned about you. But you are very stubborn. Yes, I am. I'll be the first to admit my dad was stationed in Korea and a foxhole specialist. I hated digging them holes. I didn't have to do that much because I was in the artillery, but that infantry, they did. Manuela said, it's a beautiful day. Summer is coming. One of the worst winters I ever knew was in Germany, Manuela. It was in a place called Grafenwehr, and we just called it Graf for short. And that's where we always had to go when they wanted to do training maneuvers and stuff. And that, gosh, it was so cold. And what it done, it snowed, and then the top of the snow froze, and then it snowed again on top of that. Now you talking about something, Troy Sleeper. My grandfather was a medic in World War II. My hat's off to him. My hat's off to anybody that was in any of those conflicts. Harbor Freight has a lot of stuff to cut cans. Yes, they do. But I was showing you my Harbor Freight list. Let me read some of it to you. 12.5-inch portable thickness planer. Some T-shank jigsaw blades. A heavy-duty variable speed orbital jigsaw. Carbide tip router bits. Plunge router. Let's see how many. Some of them here. A belt sander, a 6-inch belt sander, a 10-inch 12-speed bench drill press, a 1-ton arbor press. Somebody said, "What do you need arbor press for?" Well, when I get set up, I'll show you. A 10-inch sliding compound miter saw, an 18-gauge 2-in-1 air and nailer stapler, a pancake air compressor. That's just some of the stuff. And it's going to take all my money and then some if I get that $1,200. But here's the thing. I can't haul all that stuff in the car. So I went on their website and I made up a mock-up internet order. And the shipping for that, all that stuff, was only $6 and something. Now that's a no-brainer. That's the way to get it, not go down there and buy it, because I already know what it is. I know what it looks like. I know what it does because I've had them before. So, Troy's granddad served in Germany. Guys, I have a lot of German friends that was German soldiers during World War II. I even have one friend that lives about a half a mile from here, a German national. And he was a prisoner of war. And he was held by the Russians. And the war ended in 1945. All of the German prisoners was released back to Germany around 2 or 3 years later at the most. But if you was a prisoner that the Russians had you didn't get, it was 7 or 8 years before you got to go home. And this guy that I'm talking about here, he was one of those guys. He didn't come home till 1953. And Mark and Grandma, my kids, by the way, are part German. Well, my daughter is German. She's the one that I didn't know nothing about till about 5 or 6 years ago. I had a girlfriend. My intentions was her and I to get married, but when I shipped out back to the States, everything happened. We didn't get to work nothing out. And lo and behold, she was pregnant. I didn't know it, had no idea. And I decided after my wife died, I was going to look her up. And I found her. And I may have told this story before, I don't know. But after I found her and talked to her, she died about 3 days later of cancer. But I knew I had a daughter. And the daughter, lo and behold, lives here in the United States. I haven't met her. We talk occasionally. But we're satisfied to leave things the way it is. I was not a part of her life. I didn't know anything about her. And I'm certainly not like a dad to her. I mean, she knows I'm her biological father. I just got mixed feelings about that. I would like to meet her, but not unless she really wanted to push it. But I love Germany. I love the country. I love the people. Now, there were some bad people in Germany. And to this day, I don't know how some of them people could do the things they was doing. And they did do them. A lot of people say it's all made up, but they did it. I've seen some of the places that they did it at. They did it. But then some of my best friends in Germany, they were World War II veterans. And I had this one guy, I just loved him to death. His name was Walter. And he had lost a leg in World War II to the Americans. They were fighting the Americans. And I'm not sure, I think he was a prisoner of war, but I think he was held by the Americans. Now I've got an uncle, a great uncle that was on the Arizona. And if you ever get a chance to look at the names of the people that died on the Arizona, this was at Pearl Harbor, you'll see his name. You'll see that name, Pearson. And I can't remember his first name to save my. So I never met him. I wasn't even born. Well, I was born when he died, because I was born in 41, and Pearl Harbor was in December 41. I was born in March. I don't know Jerry and Barb, but I'm sure going to ask them, since it's going to be a fairly good size order. If it wasn't for Harbor Freight, I couldn't even come close to getting the tools and equipment that I need. He was on the Maryland. That's cool. I couldn't come close to getting the stuff that I need. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's junk." Well, it depends on what you call junk. I have never worn any. The only thing I've ever worn out that I've got from Pearl Harbor is the battery-powered drills. But I mean, I used them. But they're only, now somebody will go pay almost $200 for a DeWalt or something like that drill. $150, stuff like that. Well, I'm going to go pay $19 for not the same drill, but a drill just like it. It does the same thing. and comes with a battery and all that stuff. And I can buy 5 or 6 of them drills before it comes up to what a DeWalt costs. So, you know, I haven't worn anything out from Harbor Freight except those drills. Now, there's some things on there that's junk. And I'll name one. It's them little pickup sticks like I use. Now, Harbor Freight has them for $2.89. Well, guess what? I wouldn't buy them for $1. They're no good. They don't work. They don't hold up. They're flimsy. I can reach down there and try to pick up, say, a soda can that's full of drink. And I can try to pick that can up. It'll almost bend that stick just from the weight of it. Now, these pickup sticks that I got that Granny Doe sent me, she got them from oh my gosh, Amazon. Just senior moment. Get used to it, folks. It's coming. Time for another another cough drop. And you know what I've noticed, and it's not funny that people are running that scared. But I'll be going through Publix, and I go like that, and they like, you know, and they turn around and move, and it's just me clearing my throat. And what is that? What is that?
Other side.
Where'd that come from? Sonny's barbecue? Who did that?
Mom?
Oh, oh my goodness. I don't know if y'all ever heard of a Sonny's barbecue, but they are the barbecue, and I won't eat that now. Nobody likes to see me eat. And who did you say bought that? Must have been Joey or Jim. I love Sonny's. I love their ribs. What was I talking about? Put a link. I'm coming up. Put a link. Well, Mark and Grandma, give me your email. Give me your email. Give me your email, Grandma, Maggie. I'll put you right on here. Yeah, it's good food. That Sonny's is. Yeah, if y'all want to be on, oh, here it is. I'm gonna have to write that down. Let me see if it'll let me do it this way. Send it to. Let me send it to you here. Hold on. Come on. Come on. Come on. To. Here we go. Okay, Maggie, I sent it to you. You should be able to pop in here in just a minute. I want to see Maggie. Maggie's a beautiful lady. I really, I really don't like to do it that way, Maggie, because if somebody's in the background that doesn't like me or something, they can wreak havoc on this live stream. You need to go to your email and get that link and come in that way. Because the last time I posted it up, I got in big trouble. I hadn't seen Willow this time. And I mean, some of these trolls, they'll get nasty. It's hard to believe people sit around just waiting for a way to get into your live stream and start making derogatory comment, and I mean just downright nasty, disgusting stuff. And I've seen them, they've done it on me a couple of times, and I've seen them do it on Crazy Family Tube. And a couple, I was a moderator then, and so was a couple of them. We called it pretty quick. But if I list it here, it's just asking for trouble. As bad as I would like to talk to you, oh, I'm almost tempted. I'm almost tempted to. Matter of fact, I done forgot how to do it. Let's see, I need to. Well, let me do this. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and post it. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and post it. So this way, if any of you want to come into the chat, you can click on that and come in. So there you go, Maggie. There's the link. I hope, folks, if anybody does come in here and gets nasty, I apologize for it. I get dirty looks too when I cough in Publix, but I try not to. But now, who just popped in there? Was that Maggie? Ah, there's Maggie. You're so pretty. I want to call her my Polynesian baby, but she's not Polynesian. She's, what do they call you Guam people? There's a name.
Pacific Islander.
Yeah, there you go. Beautiful people. How you doing, dear?
I'm good. But you, on the other hand, you've been stubborn.
Yeah. Yeah, you've been chewing me out good here lately, dear, about my
Yeah.
stubborn and everything. And yeah, I am. You know, I'm hard-headed, but you know, I never worked for another company or anybody except for about 10 years after I was married. And after that, I always worked for myself. I always done things my way. And I guess I don't know if I was hard nosed as an employer or not. Some people said I was, but if I wanted to do things a certain way, that's the way I did it. And if you didn't like it, there was the door, you know. And but I was in business for a long time, and unfortunately, I didn't. Uh-oh, my daughter done chimed in. Oh, that means she's done. What?
But
What
you
is,
gotta keep in mind that that's all in the past, and at your age right now, you should be more careful of the things you do.
yeah, I know, but I'm hard headed. My daughter can tell you that. It's hard to tell me anything if I've got my mind set to something else. But the video I made today, I tried to wear this thing, and it's an N95, and I don't know where Miss Ashley got these because I couldn't find them nowhere. But I could not breathe with it was like I was getting out of breath, and I
Is that
really
a video with you out on your scooter again?
do what now?
Is that a video with you out on your scooter again?
I had to go to Publix. I wasn't out scrounging around digging in nothing. I went to Publix. I went buy some stuff. I looked, but I was away from it. I didn't touch it. I started to, and I said, no, Maggie would not like that, so I went on. You know, that's another reason I want to do my crafts now. I don't want. I'm nervous about going out and digging in people's stuff because you don't know what's there. You just don't. Um,
I was watching the video with you picking all those cans out of the bins, and you didn't have any gloves on. And then you were dragging that chair all the way home without gloves on again. I was so pissed at you.
you mean that chair I'm sitting in right now?
Yes, that very chair.
Yeah, had to hook my arm in it and drag. Wasn't no way I could haul it, but it had wheels on it, so I brought it home. But I needed one of these chairs bad, and every time I see a chair like that was in good condition, had the wheels on it, I'd say, well, I got to go home right quick and get the car and come back and get it. And when I get back over there, somebody done got it. So this time I seen the chair, I wasn't leaving it. It was coming home. But I just, because I was using a straight chair here, and it's not comfortable. It's a dining room chair, and it was ruining the floors. Our floors are tile. So
I'm always in my wheelchair over here.
yeah. See, I didn't know you was in a wheelchair there till you mentioned that the other day. I see Mark. I wish your health was better than it
Mark
is.
is right there.
Yeah.
He's been sick.
Do you guys get Social Security in Guam?
Yeah, I'm on SSI.
I mean, you're pretty much an American citizen, right?
Yeah,
A lot of people don't
we're
realize.
in a U.S. territory. I'm not in Guam. I'm about an hour north of Guam.
And Tenon.
Yeah, Tinian.
Yeah. I didn't realize that when I was.
For those of you guys that don't know, I'm actually living on a historical island from World War II. That's the reason why I was questioning Troy earlier, where his grandpa served, and I asked him to ask his grandpa if he knows where Northern Mariana Islands is at, because I noticed that a lot of World War II vets are familiarized with where I'm from. We still have World War II vets coming here on a yearly basis.
I would imagine, but you know, those vets from World War II, not many of them left anymore.
Yeah, true.
every once in a while I run into one around here, you know, and the ones I see seem like they're really in good health to be, and they're in their 90s, and they're in better health than I am. Do I hear Mark?
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, there he is. There he
He's
is.
been feeling better this last couple of days, but he's been sick the entire week, and he came down with a fever of 104.2, and they found out that he had a strep throat.
Yeah,
So he's taking antibiotics for that now.
yeah. Does he get any kind of a disability check or anything like that?
Well, unfortunately, I'm working on that, but no, not at this time. Uh, I still need to gather up more IEP reports from school.
Doc, he could be getting it for sure. I know my grandson, my oldest one, that has cerebral palsy.
Yeah, it's different over here. Over here, it usually takes a while before you get approved. There's always a lot of requirements.
Yeah. Well, my grandson, he was approved almost immediately after we found out he had CP. And he drawed it up till he was probably about 20. And then all of a sudden they cut him off. And
Hmm.
I couldn't figure out how to do that, but we appealed it and we got him back on. So he's still going. He's 30 years old now.
Thanks, Tina.
He's
Sorry,
about,
I have to look at my computer monitor to see the comments because I can't see the comments on my phone.
you can't see the comments. Oh, what are you looking at? That's why you're looking up.
I got you on my computer as well.
There I is. There I am. I wish I could afford to go to Guam or go see you. You know, it would really be a hoot to do that. But you know, it is what it is. There's so many of you I would love to see. You know, and you're one of them. And of course, Crazy Family Tube and Tanya. I would love to see Tanya in Australia. But
Wow, for a round trip ticket from the States coming here on a high peak season, minimum is like 2,400, 2,600.
yeah, she is okay then.
Yeah, she's fine. She messaged me just a few days ago because I was also worried about her because I haven't heard from her in a while. And she told me that she was fine. She just got a lot of things going on at home right now, with the pandemic and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just preoccupied. She uploaded a video just recently.
Yeah, I saw that one, you know, but it wasn't nothing like she used to do, you know, and she used to do some live streams. And, you know, I did a live stream with her one time, which I really enjoyed. But,
Yeah, unfortunately, she doesn't have a lot of time on her hands right now for live streams.
yeah.
Yeah, but she did a cooking video recently.
Do what?
She did a cooking video recently.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm trying to remember what it was. Something about 4 ingredients. Oh, zucchini, I think it was, wasn't it? I believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do a cooking video, believe it or not. But I got all these things I want to do, but I just hadn't got around to it. I was sitting out in the backyard a while ago, cussing myself because I've been whining about being closed in and all that stuff. But that stuff's been sitting there. I could have been working on it, cleaning it up, and all that, but I hadn't done it. So it's time for
Well,
me.
thank you, Lisa.
It's time for me to get down to business.
You need to stay out of the bins. That's what you need to do. Stay in your backyard.
The
You
only
got
thing,
all those junks laying around in your backyard. Make that a project for you.
yeah, I've got it. That's a big project. It really is. But there's a lot of things
Yeah,
I need to do out there. Uh,
you have no excuse. You have no excuse to say that you got nothing to keep yourself busy with because you have all those junks laying around in your backyard that you can work with.
yeah, I got a big tree laying down in the yard too that I'm thinking about trying to get my little chain. I got to cut up some of it. I don't know if I can or not though.
Did you read the comment I posted earlier when you said you have a video with your mask on? I
Yeah.
said if that's a video with you out on your scooter again, I'm gonna leave you a thumbs down, not a thumbs up.
Yeah, that thing, I hate that. You know, this N95, man, these are hard to come by. You can't buy one on Amazon now. You can buy some on Amazon, but you won't get them till June 15th. Um, so I don't even get. I got one thing. Let's see if I got that thing. Yeah, I got it right here. I want to show you this. I don't know what got into me. I'm gonna take my hat off, and this thing is so ridiculous. And my daughter said that's not really for what you got it for. That it's a hat, but I can't even figure out how to work it. It's got a mask on it, but like that. But
Your daughter got you that?
for that thing, $24, and I can't even wear it. My daughter said it's some kind of a winter hat. It may be, which we don't have much of a winter here. Does it get cold there?
No, it's summer all year round except for the rainy seasons and storms and typhoons.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it's almost typhoon season here again.
I'm noticing your ceiling there. Is that like metal?
Yeah, and we haven't come around yet to putting in the ceiling yet. It's just the roofing. Since we had the typhoon U2 back in 2018, it
Yeah.
destroyed our home.
Wow.
So I'm really looking forward to that stimulus. So I have money to put in our ceiling. But then with typhoon season again just around the corner, I'm afraid that the typhoon might probably just blow off my roof again.
That's like us having to worry about hurricanes here, but we hadn't had a bad hurricane in, gosh, a long time. A long time. I can't remember the last bad hurricane we had. We've had a few. One, I think back about 2005 and 6, we had 2 or 3. They were
Sorry.
back to back. But that had anything
Yeah,
said.
we don't get hurricanes here. We just get tropical storms and typhoons.
Yeah. Okay. How long have I been on? I've been on 1 hour and 18 minutes. So I'm gonna cut this short. If anybody's got any questions they want to ask Maggie, shoot, ask her a question, and
I'm an open book, guys.
she'll answer it. She lives in, well, I call it Guam, but it's the other island. It's the island that the Nova Day took off from. They went to bomb Japan with the atomic bomb. Is that not right? That's the island that the plane took.
Yeah, the island that I live on is the actual island where the airplanes took off for the with the atomic bombs that were dropped in Japan back in the World War II. Those airplanes were actually the ones that saved us here. the islanders here, because a lot of the islanders were held hostage by the Japanese army,
Yeah,
and the Americans came in and saved us here, or saved my ancestors, not me. But
you know.
I mean, hello, I won't be here, right? If my ancestors weren't saved, right, Albert?
But
Yeah.
speaking of islands, there's this place in Maryland here in the States.
Thank you, Callum family.
It's called Smith Island, and uh,
Tinian is a lot bigger than Smith Island, Albert.
now
I think we got a bigger population here than Smith Island too.
I'm sure Smith Island, but there's a girl on there. Her channel is Petite Fireball.
Ellie. Yeah, Ellie.
You know this?
She's a sweet lady.
You know her?
Her name is Ellie.
Yeah. I didn't know you knew about them. Well, I'm gonna try to get her to do a guest spot with me next week. And I don't want to talk about all that stuff, the Chris and Holly show and all that stuff. What I want to talk about is the island. I mean, why do people want to live there? I mean, I think it's a nice place to go for like a visit. It's scenic and all that stuff. But to live there, I want to talk to her, and I don't know if her and got married. They get married.
I think they did. You see, Albert, the difference between Smith Island and Tinian over here, we actually have an airport. We have the seaport. When Smith Island, you can only have access to it by boat.
Yep. Well, I talk to them about that. I just want to ask some questions about it. And I I like Ellie. I don't know her that well. And I found out about her through the Chris and Holly show, and a lot of people have problems with the Chris and Holly show right now. I don't have a problem.
Actually, I happen to be one of those people that has problem with the Chris and Holly show right now.
I don't.
Sorry, guys. I'm not afraid to admit.
Yeah, well, the biggest reason I try to hold back on I don't criticize them, and I don't like to say I don't like them, because I've lost subscribers that were subscribed to my channel that were subscribed to Chris and Holly, and I made a comment, and that comment cost me 6 subscribers. Chris talked me into doing a channel about 3 years ago. And I had this thing, put that cigarette out.
Shut up.
You
don't listen to me, so I don't listen to you.
There you go. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get her to do a guest spot next week. I just want to know more about the island. I want to know more about their livelihood, and is there any? I don't know. I just don't understand why and they only have like 200 something people that live there.
Yeah.
So
it's a very tiny island.
Yeah. So I just want to talk to her about it. But I like to talk to anybody that wants to talk to me on live stream. And I'll do it. I think we did a chat. We did a private chat, didn't we? You and I?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
what I want to know is, I don't mean to change the subject on you, but the reason why I came on here, because I want to get a straight answer from you with everybody in the chat room as my witness. What I want to know is, what is your intention of keeping yourself safe? What do you intend to do? Are you going to start listening, stay in your backyard?
Well, I'm already...
Or are you going to still remain the stubborn old man that goes out on his scooter?
See, I told you, she got to chew me out. No, I'm already doing some stuff, you know, and I'm already making plans not to be. I don't dig in the trash anymore. I've totally quit, and you'll see that by this video today. I didn't dig. I wanted to, but I didn't, and that's another reason I want to do the craft. It's safer. I'm not digging in trash.
But you're
And
still picking cans out of the bins.
the cans, I'm not digging for cans. The only cans I get now is what my neighborhood friends that save them for me and put them in bags. I don't have to dig for them. All I have to do is pick
But
up.
you do realize that even though they put them in bags, you're touching the bags that they touch. And
Yeah,
then when you go picking the cans out of those bags, it's the same thing. You're exposing yourself to germs.
yeah, but I'm not. You know, it's like when I go out there to crush cans, I've already sprayed them once. And when I go out there to crush them, I spray them again. And so,
Spraying them is not the same thing with you putting on gloves. I
uh,
see you even in the backyard crushing cans, but you don't have gloves on.
you know, when y'all say gloves, are you talking about these things? Is this what you're talking about? I
Yes, you can wear those. You can wear the latex gloves, any kind of gloves, anything that protects your hand. Put a
so
plastic bag over your hand if you don't have gloves.
these are so. By the way, I want to ask another question. When you wear one of these
Yes, that's true, Tina.
when you wear one of these masks and you're breathing the air in, if
I
there's
suffocate.
if there's germs out there and they get on that mask, then
That's why you dispose them and you wear a new one, or you wear one of those homemade ones that you can wash every time you're done using it.
yeah, well, it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. That's all I can tell you right now. I'm trying. That
It's
come up.
hard teaching an old dog new tricks, but
Look at
it's easy for an old dog to
that.
learn if the old dog ain't stubborn.
You see that glove? Oh my goodness. Yeah. That wasn't too bad. Those might work. I might start doing that.
No,
Um,
those might not work. They are gonna work.
Matter of fact, I already cut myself. See that cut on that finger?
Mm.
That come off of a can. That come
I
off.
expect
Uh,
I expect to see you with gloves on in every video you make from now on. And when you go out to Publix, strictly Publix only.
I'll tell you
Mask
what.
on and gloves on.
I'll tell
Mask and
you what.
gloves on.
I'll tell you what. Next Tuesday, when I am going out Tuesday, but I'm going. I'm going to Miss Ashley's. I'm going to Miss Caroline's. I'm going to Lawrence.
No, no, you're not. No, you're not. If you do go, you better not make a video of it
That's what
because I'm gonna get on your case.
I'm not. I'm not. I don't care what I see in the trash. I'm not touching it. But I just feel obligated to pick. If they're saving them for me, I feel obligated to take
If
them.
they care about you, they would. If they care about you and they're concerned about your safety, they wouldn't care if you come collecting those cans or not.
Yeah. Well, if I don't get them, they're going, and somebody else gets them, they're going to the landfill. So
So
I,
let them cans go to the landfill. Would you rather let them cans go to the landfill or you go to your grave?
well, I'm going to the grave anyway.
Well,
Sooner.
but you're not anytime soon, unless you intentionally put yourself there.
I hope I'm not going soon. She's worried about that cut on my arm. It's only going to take time.
Night, Column family,
Well, there,
Laura.
that cut on my arm's not that bad now. See,
Hey, Angie.
that's not bad now. It's healing up nice. That was from my
Yeah, I've
dog.
seen that cut.
That's from my dog. But anyway, guys, this is long enough. It's an hour and a half. And I hope when I post this thing up, they don't limit it. If they limit it, I may not even make it public till they unlimit it, because when they limit it like that, that means everybody that's going to look at it is looking at it, and there's no ad revenue for me. And by the way, I think I already touched
Troy,
on
we've run out of Lysol here.
Oh yeah, we've been out of Lysol.
We don't even have hand sanitizers anymore in the stores. But we got a lot of toilet papers, though.
What address do you need again, Lisa? My address? I gotta look at my thing again. I'm pretty sure it's 43. Okay, it is 4385 Northeast 27th Court.
That's right, Jerry. He doesn't listen. He hears us, but he doesn't listen.
27th Court.
I told him in one of my comments that he's as stubborn as a boar.
Well, I don't multitask too good, guys. Am I doing it right? 34479. What did I put? No, I put 9. No, 79. There we go. That's my address. And it doesn't come straight to my house. There's a box down the street that they put it in, and we have to go down there and unlock it.
You should leave your address in the description, so even after the live stream, people can find it if they want to send you anything.
It's automatic. It's in my about page, I think. What's that say, man? You need to stop smoking. Oh yeah, well, I tell her that. I tell Dwayne.
Dan, I've been smoking since I was 6 years old. It's a bad habit, and I've tried to quit, honestly speaking, but it's hard.
Yeah,
I consider it my relaxant.
I started smoking when I was 14. My sister taught me how. She said she didn't, but I know dang well she did.
Oh, it's the same thing with me. It was my older sister too that taught me how.
I took my first puff and it about killed me. And my sister said, "No, you take little puffs. Don't take a big puff just yet." Yeah, she taught me how. She don't like to think about it. No, I don't listen to my daughter much. Well, I do a lot more. I got a lot more respect for her. I got 438 so far. Cherry Barb, I worried about her. Stop going out, stay in your yard, clean that up. Now you sound like Maggie, Jerry and Barb. How's Jerry's eyesight?
Well, Jerry is right. You need to stay in your yard.
Yeah, well, I'm working on it, guys. I really am. A lot more than I was.
Stay away from them cans.
Okay, dear, I hear you. I'm listening. We'll see.
See, he said it, guys. He says he hear us. But are you really listening?
Yeah, I'm listening. I really am. Okay, guys, I'm going to cut this off. It's over an hour and a half. And that's a long
right
for people to sit and watch. But if it don't come
you
up...
take care of yourself.
Huh?
And stop being stubborn. Take care of yourself and stop being stubborn.
I'm going to try. And guys, I love every one of you. What does that say? I found the address on the about. Okay, yeah, I did smoke for 50 years. I smoked for about 30 years, and I was 2 and 3 packs a day. Good God, GoDonnie.com. Who is GoDonnie.com? I don't know. GoDonnie.com. I don't.
Yes, it is really hard, Angie.
I haven't seen that before. GoDonnie.
Hi, Claire. How are you?
Are you new, my friend? There's Claire Joy. GoDonnie.com. I'm gonna have to look him up. I like to see everybody that's on here. But it's hard for me to multitask here, guys, looking at all this stuff. Dauber set you a goal in yard to go do every day.
Take care of yourself, darling. Stay safe.
Yeah. Okay, and outdoor pets can come inside, can transfer virus from other people petting them. Yeah, I wondered about
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
I wondered
Yeah, there's
about.
been reports of animals already also being infected with COVID-19.
We got 4 cats and a dog, and GoDonnie.com,
I
YouTube.
beat you, dog, bro. We've got 7 cats and 4 dogs.
GoDonnie, I appreciate you stopping by, my friend. I'm gonna check you. You know what? I better write that down. No, I can remember that. GoDonnie, DONN. Okay, yeah, I can remember that. I'll check you out.
Love you, Mama. Please stay safe.
I only go out for food. The only times I go, the only time I go to Publix is when I gotta pick up prescriptions.
Love you too, Lisa.
So anyway, guys, I'm gonna see you later. GoDonnie, I'm gonna look you up, my friend. Maggie, I'll see you on the next one, dear. And
Anytime, Dubber.
I appreciate your comments, even when you're chewing me out. I appreciate it.
If I didn't care, I wouldn't, right?
Yeah. I got stuck on another cough drop. I tell you what, it wasn't for these cough drops, I'd be coughing. And that concerns me that I'm coughing so much. But it is. I don't have a fever. My daughter says they're saying now that you can have that virus and still not have a fever. I don't know if that's true or not. But
Yes, it's true.
you hear
You
some
can be a carrier and not have the symptoms. So
Yeah.
that's why, again, I'm gonna repeat myself. Stop being stubborn, and you need to be very careful when you do go out.
Let me ask you a question I meant to ask you a while ago. Is Mark your grandson or son?
My grandson. That's why my channel is called Mark and Grandma.
Oh, that was a no-brainer. That was a dumb question. Dumb question. Mark,
You took the words right out of my mouth, Dubber. You said it, not me.
you used to call it Maggie something.
No, it's always been Mark and Grandma.
Yeah, there you go. Is that your daughter's son?
Yes.
Okay. I raised one of my grandsons, the oldest one. We raised him, my wife and I. But he don't remember.
Mark is my 3rd foster.
Really?
Yeah. I got 2 older foster ones. Yeah.
All right, guys. Mary Beth, I'll see you later, dear. I'll see all of you later. Maggie, have a good one, dear.
Bye.
I promise I'm trying. I'm trying.